Good evening, everyone. I'm Alan Cohn, and welcome to ABC 7 at 7. He is one of the best-known talk show hosts in America, Sarasota's own Jerry Springer. Tonight, he takes a break from his wild, outrageous, sometimes bombastic talk show to talk about something rather sedate, serious, classy, and respectful: our campaign for president. You know him from his daytime talk show, but did you know Jerry Springer, who makes his home here in Sarasota, was once the mayor of Cincinnati? His day job is TV, but his passion is politics. So tonight we talk about Hillary versus Donald, politics in Florida and the Suncoast. But first, our top 7 stories at 7. Yet again, the nation's time and attention is on not 1 but 2 police shootings. This time, the datelines are Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Newly released video shows an encounter between police and 43-year-old Keith Lamont Scott on Tuesday. Police reportedly ordered Scott to drop a gun before they shot and killed him. Scott's wife released this video where she can be heard telling officers, "Don't shoot him. He doesn't have a gun." Charlotte police are waiting to release dashboard and body cam video of the incident. A curfew has been put into effect in Charlotte, where there have been days of protests. Meanwhile, a conversation about policing is underway here on the Suncoast. Sarasota Sheriff's Office is encouraging a policy of communication and transparency with the community, a move welcomed by community groups.
To interact and develop relationships, go to meetings, know what's going on in your area, meet people, know people, and react immediately. Don't wait.
We have to create this dialogue, more of a presence in the community, community type policing, where police officers actually know the neighborhoods that they're in instead of riding through with their windows rolled up.
The Sheriff's Office plans to hold several rightful policing community workshops in the future. After a week-long trial, a jury finds a Sarasota woman guilty of attempted murder of her 6-year-old daughter. Ashley Parker was found guilty of 4 felony counts, including attempted first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. Police say they found Parker's daughter in her home with stab wounds last summer. Parker's daughter even took the stand. An insanity plea from Parker's attorney was challenged by a psychologist. The victim's aunt says the Department of Children and Families should have taken action before the incident happened.
In an interview while she was talking with her mother, finally asked, "Well, how is my daughter?" And that was about 2 hours later. That's pretty cold. That's pretty not responsive as a mother.
It could have been prevented. It is frustrating that she had to go through that, and that we can do more to help her and be there for her.
Parker is scheduled to be sentenced on November 2nd. Now to northern Sarasota County, where there are concerns about a new recycling facility. Earlier this week, county commissioners gave final approval for a single-stream recyclers to build at a location along North Orange near Myrtle. Some nearby residents worry the 90,000 square foot facility will create dust and noise in the area.
All these trees and all this, that stays there because that acts as a filter. See, and all that dust and all that is all going to come this way.
The company says it plans to be a responsible neighbor and that it operates a similar facility on Florida's East Coast. When the plant opens next July, it is expected to hire 40 people and another 40 by the end of its first year. Now to Manatee County, where a new solar plant is nearing completion. Workers at Florida Power and Light are installing 75% of the more than 330,000 solar panels that will be used at the plant in Parrish. The new panels will generate twice as much solar energy per dollar than rooftop solar energy. It's one of 3 new solar plants FP&L is building this year, and the company hopes to start producing solar energy from the plant by December. The most populated city in Sarasota County continues to grow. Last year alone, Northport's population grew by 3%. The increase in part to an influx of new housing since October. More than 8,000 homes have gone on the market. At least 20,000 more are planned for the next 2 decades. The majority of those planned for the West Villages community.
We would stand at number 4 in the nation as far as master plan communities are going. based on sales. So it's really a very exciting time to be here.
If the pattern continues, the numbers of new homes could be even higher next year. The deadline to register to vote in the presidential election is October 11th, and be careful about what forms you are filling out. The nonprofit group calling itself the Voter Participation Center is sending out what appears to be registration forms, but the local supervisor of elections says you should proceed with caution to keep your personal information from falling into the wrong hands. A representative from the nonprofit says it is encouraging people to receive the mailer to send it to their state's election office. You can pick up registration forms at your local supervisor of elections office. A year from now, the Suncoast will be the center of the rowing world. Today, community leaders gathered at Nathan Benderson Park to mark the milestone. A sculpture counting down the days until the International Regatta was also unveiled. This will be the first time the U.S. has hosted the event since 1994. Olympic gold medalist rower Amanda Polk was there today, and she says she is excited to have her hometown crowd for the championships.
The women and the men are just so excited about having their supporters and their fans who have not quite been able to make abroad trips come here. And I think that the crowds will just be unbelievable with the USA.
40,000 people are expected to attend the World Rowing Championships, with more than 1,700 athletes taking part. It's now time to get a check on the weather. We go live to our Friday Fest at the Van Wezel. That's where ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is tonight. Bob.
Alan, I got to tell you, it's nice out here right now. We had a nice breeze moving on through, temperatures starting to fall. This is the last Friday Fest of the summer, now into fall. It looks like it's a pretty good crowd, too. We got people wall to wall here, or bush to bush, looking as far as I can to the east. It's packed. And the band, Dr. Dave Band, taking a break right now, but they're rocking and rolling, playing bluegrass, playing all sorts of southern rock as well as rock and roll. So they've got a wide variety of music they're playing here for the free concert here at the Van Wezel. Let's go ahead and take a look at a shot right now coming from the Van Wezel. This is, again, a beautiful evening with the sun getting ready to set here just shortly. It's 87 and the dew point 71. The pressure is rising to 9.99 inches. And as far as the overall forecast goes, we are calling for generally partly cloudy skies through the evening up to 11 o'clock. Great weather for football Friday night, too. And we are looking at generally fair skies as we take a look. And I tell you what, temperatures into the low 80s by 11 o'clock. And as far as the rainfall goes, well, there's some storms well inland. Not much going on right here. Things are staying quiet and should stay that way right on in through tomorrow morning. In fact, the rain chance tomorrow not all that high, again, at 20%, but we will expect to see a little bit better chance as we get a little bit more moisture and come back into play on Sunday. We'll have your complete forecast, though, a little bit later, Alan. I'll tell you what, good things, good times right here at the last Friday Fest here at the Van Wezel. Back to you.
Thanks, Bob. And still to come, the presidential election is 45 days away, and with the first Clinton-Trump debate on Monday, that candidates are getting prepared. We'll have the latest on the race when we come back. Plus, stay tuned for our interview with Jerry Springer.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. For decades, many Americans working in the trades were exposed to environmental hazards without their knowledge. While the dangers of one such airborne threat, asbestos, have long been known, efforts were made to hide the risks from the public. The result? Thousands of cases of asbestos-induced mesothelioma. Those in the trades may have been harmed by hundreds of companies who produced asbestos-laden products. The U.S. Bankruptcy Court has established asbestos trusts with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us.
Call 800-279-1837.
For nearly 2 decades, we've been fighting for those harmed by asbestos. Act now. Call for a free consultation and see how we can help. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess?
You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination.